prosperity reveal? Today on Fortitude through Stoicism, and this is my 365-day journey of implementing the ancient philosophy of Stoicism into the life of this modern masculine man. Interesting today. What will prosperity reveal? The quote by Seneca. Remember, Seneca was one of the wealthiest men in Rome. For even peace itself will supply more reason to worry. Not even safe circumstances will bring you confidence once your mind has been shocked. Once it gets in the habit of blind panic, it can't provide for its own safety. For it doesn't really avoid danger, it just runs away. Yet we are exposed to greater danger with our backs turned. What does this have to do with prosperity, is the question. That's the question. Because this, to me, talks about worry and fear and panic. There's an old proverb that money doesn't change people. It just makes them more of who they are. So this is why you see people who have a poor money blueprint and they win the lottery and they're out of money in a couple years. Robert Caro has written that power doesn't corrupt. It reveals. In some way, prosperity, financial and personal, is the same way. So Ryan Holiday continues here. If your mind has developed a certain cast, the habit of panicking, in Seneca's example, then it won't matter how good things get for you. You're still primed to panic. Your mind is still find things to worry about. Sounds like someone familiar I know. No matter how good things are, your mind will still find something to worry about. Sound familiar? Miss Baby Girl Black calling you out. Perhaps even more so because now you have more to lose. That is why it's foolish to hope for good fortune. If you were to hope for one thing, you could hope for strength of character. Because that's able to thrive in good fortune or in bad. You know, Ryan suggests here to think of every action, every thought as a building block of your character. And honestly, that's kind of how I looked at it, since I'll call it my rebirth, since my real journey started, and that was October 3rd. God, it's been so long now. 2018, almost 6 years, over 6 years. 18, 24, 6 years. Just had my 6-year sobriety anniversary. But that's really when my rebirth was, when I decided to actually live my life. What I have come to realize is that I decided to go to work on my character. Nothing else mattered at that time, because I realized the world had a way of taking, at that time taking, but I know that I lost everything in my life. I was married, kids, houses, all that stuff, lost it all gone. It's because my character wasn't indestructible. I had flaws in my character. It's because I was pretending to be someone that I wasn't. And you can only white knuckle that for so long. No, I'm not monogamous. I was absolutely miserable in a 10-year monogamous marriage. Loyal, never cheated. Never took another woman the entire time I was married. Miserable. Didn't want to live. Tried taking my own life more than once. That's the only thing I'm really terrible at, as it turns out. Probably a good thing. But what I did was I went to work on my character, and I realized that anything the world did to me, they couldn't take away those building blocks of character. Because here's the secret. Once you cement down one of those building blocks of character, like a cornerstone, it is fixed. It doesn't move. It is there. And so over time, I've added more and more bricks to my character through my actions. And yes, our thoughts lead to our actions. I always say words mean nothing because they're easy. I can say anything in the world, but it doesn't mean anything if it is not substantiated through my actions. I like to hear people talk because I hear all the things they're never gonna do, right? And so what they do is they talk about other people or events because they don't want to talk about the one thing they really need to. Reality. Their life. So prosperity. Let's see. What has it done for me? There was a time in my life that I was homeless. Now I am not. Now I fly around the country, have a very good career, very prosperous business, and yet you would look at me and think, that guy broke, poor, homeless maybe? You see me wear this shirt all the time, right? I pack the same things, I wear the same things. I don't wear name brand stuff. This is, I don't know, some crappy shirt I got off of Amazon, I guess, for like $4. You guys have all saw that I wore the holes in my boots. I live in a very, very meager 3-bedroom in Tampa. You could spend $4,000 on a nice 3-bedroom in Tampa. I spend half of that. I live in a really, really humble, small apartment complex that's old and outdated. Because I don't need to impress anybody. For what? Like, what's the purpose? Ooh, look at this big house. Ooh. Then you're a slave to it. You're a slave to it. What I have done, and again, everyone has their own thing. Everyone, maybe they want to build their own castle and that's their kingdom. Awesome. High five. Me, it was about freedom. And that's what I have in my life. Because the furniture in that apartment, and this is really a lack of my patience, I went into a furniture store and I was going to buy all this amazing furniture, and then I went to check out and pay the bill. They're like, oh, well, we'll get it in 4 to 5 months. This is Florida. I'm like, what? What do you mean? Well, everyone in Florida was moving there and they all wanted furniture. Well, I bought all my stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and even one of my nice leather chairs fell off my car at 90 miles an hour on I-75 and held together with black duct tape now. It's my favorite chair. It's my reading chair. I love it. It literally has black duct tape over the arm because I dropped it out of my car going, on I-75. It works. So someone would look at me and say, Shawn, you're a professional, right? You are in $1 million deals all day long, negotiating. I mean, the kind of money I make now, trust me, I could furnish a house and on Tuesday. But what prosperity has revealed for me is more humility, more frugalness. I am that guy. I am frugal. I don't have a lot of possessions. I have a lot of freedom. A lot of freedom translates to a lot of peace. I'm wealthy. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I have complete control of my time and freedom. I can go anywhere in the world and do anything I want. But yet I choose to work, serve my clients. Haven't had a day off, and I haven't had a vacation, I don't even know, right? So we're going to the Philippines, going to Thailand in December. That'll be my first real vacation. I wish I could say it's a vacation, but it's really working. I'm going to meet my team. I'm looking at land, and I got some other things I'm working on there. So it's just work in a different time zone. So what prosperity has revealed for me is my work ethic, is my frugalness, is me as a nomad. The more time that I got, the more time that I've invested in myself. The more money I got, the less I've spent. So this is interesting. Consider every action and thought. Think of them as building blocks to your indestructible character. Then work to make each one strong and significant in its own right. Went long today. This one's important. This one's important. Power does do interesting things to interesting people. You can see it all the time. You give somebody this much title, power, whatever, position, and you see the little Napoleons come out. Truly sad. But on the other side of the coin, like me, it could reveal something really beautiful. Freedom, prosperity, and a willingness to help others find the same path. So guys, on that, I really got to get in the shower.